You don't feel like it today. I know you had a long night. You're a little tired, and you don't feel like it. I get it. But if you don't feel like getting after it, I hope you feel like being weak. I hope you feel like not accomplishing anything, because that's what's going to happen if nothing changes. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. And yet, somehow we expect things to change. You think you're going to get in better shape. You think you're going to make more money. You think your relationship is going to improve. You think you're going to get promoted or get a raise. You think the world is going to get better without you doing anything. It isn't. Nothing is going to change unless you change what you're doing. Change the junk food that you're eating. Change the time that you wake up. Change what you do when you get out of bed. Change what you do with your time. That's what you need to do. You have to change some things, or nothing will change. So make changes and start small. Get up a little bit earlier. Get a workout done. It doesn't have to be epic. You don't have to do a 3-hour leg day, but get up and get something done. How about you plan what you're going to do in the day? How about you change what time you get to work by showing up 10 minutes earlier, and you square your gear away or dial in your tools, your desk, or your workspace? That's what you need to do. You want to know how to get better. You want to know how to take back control of your life. Stop looking for a sweatless solution. Stop looking for the easy path. Stop looking for someone or something to turn it all around for you, and start looking for your will. Start looking for your discipline. When you start hearing that weakness creep into your brain telling you to back down, in that very moment, you've got to decide that you're going to be the commander of your brain. You've got to shut that weak voice down. It does not get a vote in what you're doing today. Your laziness, your sore legs, your sleepiness, your feelings, none of those get a vote. You're asserting dominance over your mind. You are getting chat done whether you feel like it or not. If you tell yourself the truth is, I'm not happy with where I'm at. That's the truth. The truth is, I can do more. The truth is, I can be in better shape. The truth is, I can work harder than I'm working right now. The truth is, I can do more for my family. The truth is, I can do much better than I'm doing right now. If that's the real truth, if that's what you believe, if you believe that to be the truth, you won't have to find more discipline. Discipline will find you. I don't hang with people who can only get up when they've got something to motivate them. That's not somebody I want to hang out with. I want to hang with somebody who, no matter the circumstances or situation, puts it on their back and says, "Let's go." Are you hearing me? You've got to have that dog in you. You've got to be intentional and deliberate, and everybody that's running with you has got to be intentional and deliberate. Discipline is doing what you said you were going to do when you don't feel like doing it, even when you felt like doing it in the first place. But most people will not be successful, because when there's not anything emotionally attached to it, they're going to quit and give up. Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing it, or they were doing it and it was painful. Most people quit in the pain because the pain hurts so bad. They don't know if they want to keep going to get the goal. You're going to wake up most days and not be pumped up. You're going to wake up most days and not feel like doing it. But when you can get to a point that you do it anyway, then there's no way you won't reach any of your goals, and you're going to have to fight and fight and fight. Most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, but because you can't outlast your old self long enough to get to your new self. No one says, "I want to procrastinate. I don't want to get it done. I don't want to get to the next level." No, every person wants to make their dreams become a reality. But the reason why most people will never get it, never achieve it, and never succeed is because you've got to give up stuff in order to go up. You've got to make sacrifices. You've got to discipline yourself consistently. You've got to program yourself to suffer on a daily basis in order to reform those lazy habits into ones that build success. I need you to do that sucks every day of your life. That's how you get better. That's how you get stronger. You embrace the resistance you feel when you're stretching yourself to go beyond what's comfortable. And if you're not pushing yourself, you're shrinking. You are fading away. The reason why we fast from time to time is not that we have to fast, but at some point you've got to fast because you've got to tell the flesh who's in control. I'm in control. You're not in control. I know you don't want to wake up. You don't have an option. Get up. We're trying to eat. There's a certain lifestyle we want. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it, but very few are willing to work for it. So you've got to make a declaration that you are going to be one of those few people who will make it happen. Talk is cheap, so shut your mouth and grind. Your actions will speak for themselves. You make those little changes, those little habits that you have. You have to change them. Those bad habits, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how the little things, the little changes, add up and become big things. Change the little things, and over time, you can change your life. But if you don't change what you're doing and how you do it, nothing else will change. Reset your brain, reset your habits, reset your life. Some of you are going to sleep, and you don't deserve to. You don't deserve rest. You're lazy. You don't deserve rest. Rest is for people who work. You aren't doing anything every day. You're chilling. You only go to sleep when you've done something. Your ego is a liar. Your ego is digging a grave of comfort that you're going to crawl into voluntarily, where you get buried and you can't move anymore. That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't accept that whatever's going on is your fault. It is your fault. You can lie to yourself and say you don't need discipline. You can tell yourself everything's okay, and then you don't need discipline. You can lie to yourself and say that you're winning. You have to be cognizant. You have to be aware of how you're being influenced. Because in this day and age right now, if you aren't careful, you can slide down the path of least resistance, the path to weakness, the path to fragility, and the path to a lack of control over what's happening in your life. You've got to be the master of your mind. You've got to exercise mind control. I'm the general. I'm the soldier. I am going to obey orders without question. And people ask, what do you tell yourself? I don't tell myself anything. I'm not allowed to talk. Immediate obedience to the orders. That's what we're doing with ourselves. You just can't do what you're in love with or what you're interested in. Sometimes you have to do what you don't want to do so you can live how you want to live. So if it's going to help you reach your goal, even if you don't like it, do it anyway. What's your why? You need a why. Why do you need a why? Because some days you're going to look at that alarm clock and it's going to say 6 o'clock. 6 is the time you wake up. You're going to look again and it's going to say 6:05 and you're going to say, I don't want to get up. But that why is going to say, push yourself. Get up. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. Your why is going to push you when you can't push yourself. When you want to quit and give up, your why is going to give you that edge, that advantage you need to make you believe again, to make you get up when you've gotten up 3 times and said, I'm not getting up anymore. Your why. You don't get here by quitting when you're tired. You get here by quitting when you're finished, when you're done. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you've completed, when you've executed. Execution is worship. And so I execute for my mum. I execute for my grandma. I execute for my sister. That's why I can't quit and give up, even when I get tired, even when I get knocked down,